Children and chiropractic go hand in hand. From mom's pregnancy to the newly born and throughout childhood, chiropractic can make such a difference in a child's life. All it takes is a simple chiropractic adjustment to release the healing life force within. Let's hear firsthand from a new dad and a chiropractor and his experience, Dr. Keith Brennan. Let's join Dr. Keith now.
I just want you to look to your left and look to your right and let me know if you see children. Because if you have children and your children are not with you, ask yourself, why aren't they with me? They can greatly be aided by chiropractic care. It all starts from when you ladies get pregnant. We can start helping you. A lot of people out there don't know all this help that ladies can get from the time that they start feeling the pregnancy all the way through the child's life. We can greatly help all of the children out there. And the first thought when I tell a lot of people this is, boy, why do children need chiropractic care? Well, think about it. A child falls and has more little minor accidents than your average adult, because average adults can walk on their own, they can play, they know how to ride their bikes, all these things that our children are learning throughout their lives. Even as soon as the birthing process. Now, everyone has a different experiences. Some moms' experience had this much pain, and some moms' experience had a very little amount of pain. But what we know through studies is in any type of pregnancy, the child themselves have some trauma, okay? And all that does is misalign the vertebrae, a little bit out of place, some more. Some end up with a torticollis. Even something as extreme as a torticollis in a child can be helped with just a simple, little gentle alignment of the vertebrae. So I know a lot of you are saying, wow, that adjustment that you give though, seems like it'd be too much force or maybe a little too harsh for their little tiny bodies. Well, let me tell you, I adjusted my son. He's only about 11 months old now. I adjusted him the day he was born. And it was just a very gentle approach. Boom, put the vertebrae right back into place. Sometimes they yell out a little noise. Sometimes they giggle, all types of different reactions. But what you need to know is it never hurts the child. It does nothing but help the vertebrae line back up into a much healthier position, and you can avoid visits to your pediatrician, visits to, I know we have some parents that are going to orthopedists at very young ages because their kids have hip problems or low back problems or knee problems. Almost all of these visits are avoidable. It's very rare that a child is just naturally destined to have this type of misalignment or disability to their low back or their knees. For example, my recent patient a couple months ago, someone came in with an ear infection. Their child had an ear infection for 3 months. They had been under constant antibiotics. Can you imagine a 2.5-year-old under antibiotics, the damage it's doing to their insides, all the natural healthy things in your intestines are being flushed out of the system. But of course we got to get rid of these ear infections. So when they came in, they said, we want to avoid surgery because that's where our MD is telling us is that we need surgery. I said, well, we've had very high success rates on adjusting little children and avoiding the surgery. And sure enough, after 4 adjustments, the child no longer needed antibiotics and no longer needed surgery. This could be your child. This could be maybe a friend of yours' child. Do we really want these children having unnecessary surgeries? No, there's enough sad cases where children have to have necessary surgeries. We want to avoid as many of these as we can by adjusting the children from birth all the way through the rest of their lives. There doesn't have to be even a pain or a symptom to keep your child in a healthier state. I'll tell you what, my wife was telling my sister the whole time while she was getting adjustments while she was pregnant, Shannon, you've had 4 children. I don't know how you did that without having any adjustments from your brother. Unfortunately for my sister, I was not a chiropractor back then, so Now she's pregnant with her 5th child, I'm excited to say, and she's getting adjustments, and she's seeing the many benefits of the adjustments for the mothers while they're pregnant. It not only helps decrease pain in the low back and the pelvis and all the ligaments that attach to the mother's pelvis, but it actually can help the child have a much more natural and healthy birthing process. Nowadays, we want to always be proactive and dive right in there and try and give epidurals and painkillers, and by no means am I saying that it's a painless process to carry a child. But you moms out there, you're strong enough to carry these children for 9 months. That is uncomfortable, tons of changes, hormone changes. If you can handle that 9 months, you can handle that time while you're giving labor to your child. My wife went through the entire birth process with no medications. She never even asked for any medications. The only thing she kept asking is, are we going to be done soon? Are we going to be done soon? I think that's pretty natural for any of you ladies out there. You want to see your child and hold your child. But what I'm here to tell you is try out your local chiropractor. Refer a friend if you've already experienced the benefits of chiropractic as a pregnant mother and as a mother of little children who have seen all these many health benefits. It's out there. It can help you. It's helped me personally. I would never trade it to this day for anything but to see my child so much healthier and more energetic than other children we know out there that are having so many more health issues. It's sad. No parent wants that on their child. And when you know there's something as easy as chiropractic out there, give it a shot. You'll be happy with your decision.